In the 1950s, the United States was developing a flying jeep, which is a smaller manned aircraft developed to be more adaptable to various terrains than helicopters, similar to the Jeep during World War II. We have previously introduced the most mature flying Jeep developed under this concept, the VZ-8, and today we will introduce another discontinued flying Jeep, the VZ-7. The VZ-7 was developed by the American company Curtiss-Wright in the mid-late 1950s. Its appearance is like an enlarged version of a quadcopter drone, with the cockpit at the front, the power chamber at the back, and a split gearbox in the middle. It is powered by a Turbomeca Artouste IIB turboshaft engine, which can output 425 horsepower. Its power is transmitted through the split gearbox and then drives the four small-diameter propellers on both sides of the aircraft body via driveshafts. Originally, the propellers had shrouds, but they were later removed. The flying Jeep has a diamond-shaped fixed-wheeled landing gear underneath. The open cockpit at the front of the aircraft can accommodate one pilot in the prototype. The pilot adjusts the thrust of the individual propellers to change the aircraft's flight attitude, enabling maneuvers such as forward and backward flight, tilting, and altitude changes. The aircraft is highly maneuverable, but its flight speed and ceiling are limited. According to the designer's vision, the final VZ-7 would be able to carry 1 to 2 crew members. The flat area behind the pilot would serve as a payload platform, with plans to install machine guns or recoilless rifles to give the VZ-7 some attack capability. There is also the possibility of enlarging the aircraft to carry soldiers or a certain amount of supplies. The VZ-7 underwent testing in the U.S. Army in 1958, showing good maneuverability, but it was not satisfactory in other aspects. For example, the aircraft lacked protection and was vulnerable to small arms fire from the ground, and the exposed propellers were considered dangerous. The company only produced 2 prototypes, which were retired and returned to the manufacturer after testing in 1960. One of the prototypes was later collected by the U.S. Army Aviation Museum, but due to space constraints, it has been kept in storage and not publicly displayed. The condition of this prototype is still good. Today, drone technology has made great advancements, and technically, manned aircraft are not difficult to achieve. However, due to the changing times, the concept of a flying Jeep is not suited to the current environment, and therefore there is no need for further development. The VZ-7 flying Jeep has an empty weight of 771 kilograms, a maximum takeoff weight of 952 kilograms, a length of 5.18 meters, a width of 4.87 meters, a height of 2.83 meters, a propeller diameter of 1.98 meters, can accommodate one pilot, has a maximum flight speed of 51 kilometers per hour, and a flight altitude of 60 meters.